Hi everyone. This is our first look at gas stoichiometry. Gas stoichiometry is going to take two formulas from our gas unit and incorporate them into our 4 steps. These formulas are the molar volume formula, Avogadro's law, where the moles equals the volume in liters divided by the molar volume, capital V. Reminder that molar volume at SATP is 24.8 liters per mole, and at STP it's 22.4 liters per mole. If we're going to be using Avogadro's law, the molar volume formula, a question will have to specify whether we're at SATP or STP. Remember that this capital V can only be one of those two values. The second formula we're going to incorporate into our 4 steps is the ideal gas law, PV equals nRT, where that's the pressure in kilopascals, the volume in liters once more, N moles, R the ideal gas constant, 8.314 kilopascal liters per mole Kelvin, and T temperature. Like always in the course, the temperature must be in Kelvin. Reminder that we're going to take our temperature in Celsius and add 273.15 to convert it into Kelvin. So how do these two formulas get incorporated into our 4 established stoichiometrical steps? The first step, no change. Balance the equation, interpret the question. Now we're going to find moles. We have these 3 options already established. We could find moles by reading, by doing mass over molar mass, by doing concentration times volume. Now let's take these 2 and incorporate them into our steps. We might be doing finding moles by doing Avogadro's law. Volume divided by molar volume. That's a way to find moles. Finally, we can use the ideal gas law to find moles where N is pressure times volume over RT. Now, we're going to have 5 possibilities for us here in step 2. It's going to depend on what information is provided to us by the question. However, no matter what, after we have the equation balanced, our first mathematical step is to find moles. We need to choose from these 5 possibilities. The third step, multiply by the mole ratio R over G, no change there as well. When we get to the 4th step, solve, we already have seen we might stop after R over G if we're solving for moles. We might multiply by the molar mass to find mass, divide by volume to have concentration, divide by concentration to have volume. What about these other 2 new formulas? How can we incorporate them into our 4th step? We might be finding volume using Avogadro's law. We might be doing what we've called red N multiplied by molar volume. That's the way that Avogadro's law can get incorporated into our 4th step. With the ideal gas law, there's actually 3 new possibilities that are going to get included here in our 4th step. We might be finding the volume, which is going to be our red N times RT over P. We might also be finding the pressure, which is our red N times RT over V. And finally, we might be solving for the temperature, which is PV over our red N times the ideal gas constant R. This really adds a whole bunch of new possibilities on our 4th step. Also quite tricky, there's 3 different ways down here in the 4th step to solve for volume. The way that we were doing solution stoichiometry, taking our moles and dividing by concentration can give us volume. We might be multiplying by the molar volume at STP or SATP to find the volume, or using the ideal gas law with the temperature, the ideal gas constant, and pressure to find volume. If we're finding moles, there's only one possibility. If we're finding mass, one possibility. If we're finding temperature or pressure, one possibility. We do need to be a little bit cautious when a question asks us to solve for the volume to make sure that we choose the correct formula here in the fourth step. Gas stoichiometry is a way to take two formulas that have moles in them that we studied earlier on in the course during the gas unit and incorporate them into our 4 established steps. It creates a lot of choice. We really have to be really clear with our interpretation. We really must have a good handle on what's being given to us and what's required of us. We have 4 possibilities in step 2. We had no change in step 3. We're always going to multiply by R over G. It works exactly the same way. And now we have these 8 possibilities in step 4. We need to choose wisely. And I hope that helps.